The story begins with Daniel and his three friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, being taken from their home in Judah to Babylon. Despite living in a foreign land, they stayed faithful to God, refusing to eat the king's rich food and wine. Instead, they requested vegetables and water. Trusting that God would sustain them, King Nebuchadnezzar had a troubling dream that no one could interpret, except Daniel. With God's help, Daniel explained the dream about a giant statue and its symbolic prophecy, saving the lives of many wise men in the kingdom. When King Nebuchadnezzar built a golden statue and commanded everyone to worship it, Daniel's friends refused. They were thrown into a fiery furnace as punishment, but God sent an angel to protect them, and they walked out unharmed, leaving the king in awe of their God. When Daniel continued to pray to God despite a law prohibiting it, jealous officials convinced King Darius to throw him into a den of lions. That night, God sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lions, and Daniel emerged unharmed the next morning. During a feast hosted by King Belshazzar, a mysterious hand appeared and wrote a message on the wall. No one could interpret it except Daniel, who explained it as God's judgment against the king for his pride. That very night, the king's reign ended later in his life. Daniel received visions of the future, revealing God's plans for the nations and his everlasting kingdom. These visions were filled with symbols, such as beasts and a glorious heavenly figure, showing that God's power reigns supreme.